A lot of people don't think creativity and entrepreneurship go hand in hand. They see entrepreneurs as stereotypical business types on the lookout for a multi-million-dollar exit. But the way I see it, creativity is an essential tool for any entrepreneur. Gone are the days when being an entrepreneur only meant analytical thinking and making decisions based only on the basis of hard facts. Welcome to the new age of creative thinking. Entrepreneurship and creativity do go hand in hand. For an entrepreneur, creativity is the key to producing new ideas and processes. Creativity isn't just about coming up with ideas. Creative thinking is a major part of good business acumen, without which your business could just go into the stagnation mode. All startups have to evolve over time as the landscape changes. Maybe your brand isn't communicating the right emotions and you need to adjust it. Maybe you even need to come up with new ways to secure funding. Doing all of these things requires creativity, and here's why. A startup's success is based on its ability to pivot. Creativity is the key to producing new ideas and processes. Sometimes entrepreneurs get caught up in the success of their initial idea. They feel it's so amazing that they never have to be creative again. The entrepreneurs who really thrive and succeed are the ones who can use their creativity over and over. The ones who can pivot to scale the company or outlast a competitor. The very first idea you come up with is often just a transition into another idea. In a startup, things change all the time. Adapting circumstances and moving on to the next idea is just part of the business. But years ago, a startup was just a small business. It would take 5 or 10 years to grow a solid foundation, and then the company could scale upwards. Today, startups still begin small, but now they take an injection of capital that compresses that scaling timeframe. 5 or 10 years turns into 1 or 2, and that compressed timeframe ensures the company will go through changes, often very quickly. You have to make sure that you're creative enough to rise to the challenge when that happens. Creative entrepreneurs bring unconventional ideas to the table. If everyone is doing something the same way, conventional thinking leads you to the same process. You have to think creatively and challenge the standard procedures if you want to succeed. Disruption is bred from that creativity. Look at the way that Apple changed how we think about phones. Before the iPhone, everyone had a similar mental image of a phone. You knew what a phone looked like and what it did. Then Apple came along and changed that concept forever. When you hear phone, you think of something shaped like a screen. That's the type of creativity I'm thinking about. I think most entrepreneurs are actually creative by nature. They're curious about how things are done and what they can do to improve on the process. Fostering innovation. An idea that is unique is an invention, but an idea that is unique as well as useful is rightly called an innovation. In order to innovate, one needs to think creatively, and well, look at the same thing with a different perspective. Which is where we marry usefulness with a unique idea. Although it may be difficult to see this from the beginning, especially when your offering is still just an idea. Things will get much clearer as the consecutive steps unfold and the idea starts turning into a reality. This is when you realize the difference between invention and innovation. Creativity is about pushing your potential and never settling. A lot of entrepreneurs end up getting a little too comfortable with their day-to-day business. They get distracted by the daily routine. And that's dangerous. Just because your business is doing fine, that doesn't mean you can't do better. Sometimes sitting back allows a competitor to innovate and put you out of business with a more creative solution. My advice? Never settle. Even if you're happy with your business, always keep thinking about how you can improve your process, your product, and your knowledge. Keep your eyes and ears open for new ideas, new ways to run your business. Working without boundaries. While too many cooks spoil the broth, it is also imperative to be open to various recipes of different cooks and break the traditional pattern of thinking and allow a free flow of ideas without creating any boundaries. No one knows where the next big idea will come from, but it definitely won't come from the land of "we've always done it this way." This is important in order to get new perspectives towards the problems. Shaping environments where creativity can flourish turns work into a place without boundaries. This is important in order to get new perspective towards problems. Thinking the unthinkable. Thinking outside the box is crucial because why compete in the market when you can build your own industry, providing consumers with something they need or want but never had before. Thus, imagination is needed to cross the boundary of usual and normal to think outside the box. This enables entrepreneurs to think beyond the traditional solutions, come up with something new, interesting, versatile, and yet have success potential. When applied to a problem, creativity is unbeatable. But creativity isn't just a flash of inspiration, it's an asset. and sometimes it will fail even the most creative designers, artists, or writers. The solution is to continue working on the problem, to iterate until you have it right. Sometimes it can only take a couple of attempts, or other times it will take days of struggle, but you can't settle. If you know you can do better, you have to continue working on it. Even if that means redoing a logo 15 to 20 times, or spending days deciding on the right brand color combination. Startups that are flexible about their product, that is, open to change, those are the ones that succeed. That's why being able to adapt and work creatively to find openings and continue improving is essential for any entrepreneur. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it, hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you on the next one.